Very cool vibe with the jazz. I like it.
But by choosing the right time, the right place.
Ooh, nice transition.
Actors.
Amazingly animated.
Good actors hone their craft. To
Whoa.
mesmer.
It got really dark all of a sudden. Who's this?
Please refrain from levity in the court.
Yeah, we got Ray Chase. Now we're cooking. Great actor. Do we know that character's name? The girl with the white and black hair? What does this remind you of? Back to the beginning. It's like where we're underwater, we're unsafe. To me, signifying the themes of the whole next arc of this story. And then this almost feels like, you know, you were like a spy or something. You get discovered and
Your
then...
advantage.
It's almost like you're looking through the camera lens and it's shattered. I think I was right in my assessment. They shot the spy and they're literally burning the evidence. There's another layer to all this. What's going on here? Welcome if you're new. My name is Philip. I'm a filmmaker and actor. Today, we're going to be watching and reacting to Overture Teaser, The Final Feast, Genshin Impact, and analyzing the cinematic language. Guys, it's been a long time since Genshin released a nice, juicy cinematic like this to react to, so I'm very excited to dive into it, analyze the filmmaking, the cinematic language, the performances, the shot selection, and all the things we like to talk about on this channel. If you guys haven't seen my other MiHoYo work, including Star Rail, Honkai Impact, and of course Genshin, make sure to check those out. There's all playlists on my channel that you can visit. If you want to see some of my film work, make sure to check out my new film, Trial of the Four Masters, here on my main YouTube channel, which is separate from this one. Let me know in the comments, how do you rank this Genshin Impact cinematic as compared to the previous ones? All right, Hoyoverse, what did you cook for us today? Some nice water sounds.
Mission.
Okay, looks good. This reminds me of Advent Children. I love it already. Ooh. Oh, it's the 2D art style again.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks.
Ooh.
Make the most of the final feast. Because for the
Oh,
sinners,
the strings.
the curtain call has come.
Beautiful shot. Loneliness. Whoa, the curtain call has come for the sinners. Looks like you're asleep and peaceful, but then you realize you're drowning.
She did it!
Scary, man.
Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show.
Great art style.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see.
Well animated, man. They really upped the ante on their 2D art style here, like that live 2D style.
People don't
Ooh.
realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth.
Lots of new characters here. Very cool vibe with the jazz. I like it.
But what you see is not real.
It's all a show.
It's all a show.
Whoa.
And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Cool character.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place.
Ooh, nice transition. Really
And
nice. I like that.
the right people.
The color here actually reminds me of Arcane. I really
Whoever
like it.
controls these three
It's a big
controls
compliment.
everything. But keep your
Hello.
eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
Speaking of Arcane, it looks like Cupcake from Arcane. I love it. That steampunk character design. Very good.
In a nutshell,
Let me see that again. Ooh, fun.
in a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
Cool. So there's going to be a lot of illusion maybe in the coming section. Oh, this
Very
character.
fun. But it's not enough.
Whoa. We know this character from before.
Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors.
Amazingly animated.
Good actors hone their craft to
Whoa.
mesmerize the whole crowd.
It got really dark all of a sudden. They're just puppets, man. So she's controlling everything here. That's what I'm getting from this. Love the music shift there. Awesome gloves, too. Whoa. That was awesome. The tonal shift was just powerful. Okay, burning some evidence, maybe? What's this?
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
So,
When are are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Who's this?
Please refrain from levity in the court.
That's Ray Chase.
This trial is far from over.
Yeah, we got Ray Chase. Now we're cooking. Great actor. Anyways, make sure to sub if you're new. Make sure to follow on Twitch as well. Oh, man. I like how there's layers. What I get from this trailer is layers. So we have on the first layer this like kind of jazz, fun, steampunk type feel. On the second layer, we have a little bit of intrigue in there, and we see some sort of action. Like the character I said, it looked like Cupcake. And then there's this other layer of like the whole thing's a facade. Someone's controlling everything in this steampunk world. There's a different agenda at play here. And then after that, finally, we have this separate thing, the Ray Chase character, which is like, there's another layer to all this. What's going on here? Maybe there is people who are aware of this character's intentions, who are going to do their own thing with their own ambitions. Really like it. I got to say the animation is the most standout thing here. It's really, really well done. Yeah.
The originals.
Like it was so well done that I didn't even catch it was that 2D style for a minute.
The feast. Because
Yeah,
for this
let's look at it. My basic thoughts are I love it. I love the vibe. Sort of one of the cool things about Genshin is you're always going to get a new vibe with each zone, right? Like completely new vibe. So this is a big departure from the other Genshin stuff, mostly in like the modernity of it. Compared to Liyue and the other areas being a little bit more like antiquated. This too, like what a way to set the stage. And like I said, I think the theme of this seems to be tonal shift, because look at this. A nice serene float through the ocean, but then you realize I'm underwater and I can't breathe. That's a very scary idea, right? It's almost like you're in a dream and then you were to wake up in a place that is unsafe and everything, right? Or it shifts quickly to a nightmare when you're having a peaceful dream, right? Have you ever had that happen? So I like how they set the tone with that, because I feel that thematically happens a few more times in the trailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it!
Yeah. And this is interesting because these characters are in the trailer a lot. So I would assume they're going to be very central to like the Fontaine section of the game.
This has been Linny and Lynette.
Yeah. So I wonder, they kind of are, it seems to be puppets for that character. Do we know that character's name? The girl with the white and black hair and the cool gloves? Like, do we know her name yet, or is that still a secret? Because I remember her from the last trailer.
The essence of magic is getting people to... And the most important part of this is what people see.
And it's interesting, right? Because what a harsh transition from this, like, sort of nightmarish scenario. And who is this character, by the way? That's not us, is it? No. I don't think it is us. The main character of Genshin. But anyway, the tonal shift from that to like this, anyway, everything's happy and we're doing a magic show. It's like, wait, what? It's quite shocking, right?
The essence of most important...
Yeah. But then we get the cool jazz after the magic show. I love this.
People don't
This
realize
is where I started to get the Arcane feeling. Like the upper city of Arcane. And again, I say that as a compliment.
how
I think
much
it's
they
really
expect
cool.
their eyes to tell them the
Because Arcane is one of the best sort of like steampunk vibes that I've ever seen. And it has that sort of muted painterly color to a lot of it, which was a good choice for this. That's really fun too, to do with
What you
photographs.
see is not real.
And there you go. What you see is not real. It's like there's layers to it. There's going to be a shift in
all
what's
a show.
happening. It's all a show. There's illusion. There's magic. I like this transition too. So after this little scene where they exchange drinks,
By choosing the right time, the
we have this like sort of reversal into
right
this tunnel,
place,
which is really fun.
and
It's almost like
the
you're on a
right
train.
people.
Now this is, I think, the Ray Chase character, though he doesn't speak.
Whoever controls these three controls everything. But keep your eyes peeled, and you'll...
Let me hear that again, what he said. He says,
By choosing the right time, the right place,
time, place.
and the right people.
Time, place, and people.
Three controls everything. But keep your eyes...
So it's cool to see. This is Ray Chase's character, and this is that
and
other
you might be
character.
able to turn
Seems to be like his right-hand woman,
things to your advantage.
which I think is really fun. Yeah, nice sort of like FPS camera shatter. It's almost like, you know, I like the last scene was somebody taking photos, and then this almost feels like, you know, you were like a spy or something, or like a paparazzi or something like that, kind of spying on
Keep
these
your eyes
people.
peeled, and you might be able to turn things to
You get discovered, and
your
then
advantage.
oh, it's almost like you're looking through the camera lens, and it shatters. You know, it's really fun transition.
In a nutshell,
Yeah, and it transitions to confetti. That's fun. That's a good transition.
matches.
Very creative. But like, what is this all about? So are these people, they kind of have this like dead look in their eyes for a lot of it. And I wonder if that's meant to be that they're sort of marionettes for this character. Because I love this. You get the silence. The trailer is very full. A full sound for most of it. With the jazz and the confetti and everything. It's very fun. And then all of a sudden, what does this remind you of? Back to the beginning. It's like where we're underwater, we're unsafe.
Very fun.
I think it's a cool comparison.
But it's not enough.
Scary.
Let me make something clear.
Now, I think this is the character who also has the interesting, like, pupils, right?
You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft
Terrifying.
to mesmerize the whole crowd.
Yeah, she has the crazy pupils. Yeah, which we had discussed before. I remember asking you guys in the comments, like, does that signify a sort of power that she has? Because a few people in Genshin have this, and then most don't. So it's pretty interesting. But I love that, you know, really well designed sound, and of course music and editing. Music is always good in Genshin. That's nothing new, right? It's always top of the line.
Good actors hone their
But I love how the music kind of swells right there for that reveal.
craft
Like, what does this mean exactly? Very interested to find out.
to mesmerize the whole crowd.
And I wonder if this is sort of a metaphor for what's going on here. I don't think they're actually cardboard cutouts or wooden cutouts, but it's sort of, again, to me, signifying the themes of the whole next arc of this story, which is very intriguing at this point. Yeah. And I love that, you know, what does this also mean if this were to be like a stage play? It's like she just took the spotlight, right? So to me, that means like she's going to be in control now. It's her story a little bit. And those people don't matter. They're now out of the picture. I love that. Yeah. And it's cool because that theme right there with the organ and the choir coming in is very reminiscent of the other cinematic where we had this sort of like round table of baddies in Genshin that were revealed for the first time. She was, of course, at that meeting. And she, of course, seems to be in control of this area, Fontaine. But what I like about it is it was a callback to that theme. And I can't remember the name of the song, but there's a song on one of the Genshin soundtracks that played in that scene. And I think it is referencing that piece too. Now, I want to freeze on this frame because it was just really cool. And it may be answering a little bit of my questions about her eyes. Yeah, look at that. There's this terrifying little glow when she snaps her fingers. This is, I have to say, I think one of the highest level of this 2D, live 2D, whatever sort of artwork you want to call it. I really think it's some of the highest level sort of fluidity and freedom that I've seen within that style. It's very well done. So shout out to the animators on this one. It's also a lot of work to craft every image and draw it. And again, we're back to that sort of photography theme, which I love. And now, who was this character?
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
So this character has a similar uniform and hat as the other girl who was Ray Chase's right-hand man. So it appears that whoever this is seems to be the outfit of whatever elite force that guards him.
When are we going to finally see
It's a really nice shot too.
a real
Again, sort of thematically, it's an interesting image, right? It's like a burning photograph. And what does that tell you, right? I think I was right in my assessment. I think it was like a paparazzi or a spy trying to get pictures of him. They shot the spy, and they're literally burning the evidence. I think I was right. So what does that tell you? it means they really did a good job on that other shot, because that's what I thought from it. So shout out to the filmmakers here. It's not just a random thing you're looking at. I think they're telling this subtle story in a 3-minute video behind the scenes. Really, really well done. And that's why we love videos like this. You're able to uncover, sort of get in the artist's head and see these little kind of, not secret messages, but it's kind of like a breadcrumb trail for those of us who really like lore. Like, I know a lot of you guys love the lore, and you tell me in the comments. I love to hear about it. But also people who just love to kind of look into what was trying to be said here in this little short film, as we really should call these short films. So awesome. I love it. I think that's really what's happening
Twist
here.
for once.
Please refrain from levity in the court.
From levity in the court, he's a judge, isn't he?
This trial is far from over.
Yeah. Look at the scales of justice too. So it seems Ray Chase is going to be like a judge type character, which is very interesting. Yeah, another receding shot through the ceiling here, which we had in that earlier shot with the cup of tea. Awesome video. So of course I have a million questions, but that's what this was designed to do, right? To get me to be intrigued by the new story. And I don't think, is this one of the characters in the video? It's tough because the colors change underwater. I don't recognize the outfit though. Unless that is the main character of Genshin. And I don't think it is though. You guys tell me. But anyway, love it. I love it. And it's cool looking back. They have this sort of dead look in their eyes. So I think that's Lenny and Lynette. I think that's a really cool twist to the video, and it was really well done.
Magic show.
But yeah, I mean, I have very high marks for this. I think compared to the last one where we had that round table, the animation is superbly better on this one. And it's mostly because there's more action in this one. They were kind of just sitting around a table and there wasn't a lot. That other video was more revealing those people, and that was the hype about it. This is setting up a whole nother arc of story, and it's really well done. Really well done. Yeah, look at the image quality too. I mean, the drawings are great as always. Yeah, this is that shot I was talking about. So it's cool that there's a callback to this scene at the end.
But keep your eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what happened. There was a photographer, a spy. They killed him, burned the evidence. Anyways, I really like this. This was my favorite moment. Where this character comes in and shows there's a lot more to what's going on. That was awesome. So mysterious. Setting up a lot of mystery here, a lot of intrigue. There's a judge that appears to be up to something. People are getting blasted trying to take his photo and stuff. Perhaps a corrupt system, but this character's from that other organization. So I love it. I love the intrigue, and I think it's going to be a great section. Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of this. How do you compare this to the other cinematic reveals? We're in for a treat with this one. That's all I got to say. Anyways, make sure to sub if you're new. And thank you, everybody, for being a part of the channel. Make sure to follow on Twitch as well if you guys want to join me live as we play games like Genshin, Final Fantasy, and the like. I'll see you guys around town.